everybody. My name is Paul.
And my name's Clayton.
And you're listening to the Beyond the Pull List podcast. Hello.
This is our brand new day review, Paul.
Yes, it is a brand new day.
It is a brand new day. Well, for today, we have
a brand new person.
We have a brand
new
new
person.
person.
In the room.
Yes.
Like a new, like I've never seen this person.
Me neither.
In my whole life.
This is the biggest Spider-Man expert that we know.
Mm-hmm.
This person knows everything there is about Spider-Man.
Peak Spider-Man fan.
Peak. Like absolute knowledge.
Yeah.
Puts us both to shame.
Yeah, it makes me rethink my collection, honestly.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Gabryella.
This is my wife.
My wife.
So
King in the castle, king in the castle.
So, Gabryella, what did you think of Spider-Man Brand New Day?
I genuinely liked it.
Okay.
Peak. Yes.
But it's like any other superhero movie.
Okay.
There's
go
a hero
on.
who goes through a crisis. He fixed the crisis at the end. There's a villain. And he saves the villain.
So how similar was this to Ultimate Spider-Man?
Your favorite book of all time.
I already know what happens in that.
Did you know what happens in this movie? Like when you walked in, did you go, oh, I know for a fact that this is how the movie ends?
Yes. Everyone got saved.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
All right, so that's our brand new day review.
Yep, that's it. Thank you all so much for listening. And my name is Paul. No, we got a big review for everybody today. We are doing Brand New Day. We both saw it last week. We saw it at the same day. Not the same time.
No, 30 minutes apart.
30 minutes apart. I got in there 30 minutes before you did. So when you started watching commercials, I started watching the actual movie. Yeah. Yes. And very excited to talk about this movie. Spoilers. We are talking full everything. So if you have not seen this movie, if you've not seen it, you don't know who the villain is, you don't know who Sadie Sink is, you don't know what this is, you don't know what that is, then leave. And come back when you're done.
You're not like Gabryella, who already knew everything.
Yeah, if you unless you already know everything, then
see yourself out.
You could just see yourself out.
No, I'm glad we brought Gabryella on. I just thought that would be a funny bit to do earlier, because we just have this running gag that she just has yet to read Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes. Yep. Because I let her borrow. If you haven't been listening, I let her borrow my first volume because Clayton was like, "Hey, we need to get her we need to get her into comic books, and she wants action, romance, and drama." And I said, Ultimate Spider-Man, the original. That's like the best way to go because it's got all of that in it constantly. And she read the first issue. And she was like, I know how this ends, and quit reading. Quit reading it. So
she's not actually joining us for this episode. She just joined us for the brief moment.
Yeah, she just wanted to come in for a little introduction at the beginning, which is fine. I'm not, it worked. It's fine. Whatever.
But let's get into Brand New Day, Paul.
I'm very excited to get into this. I know exactly where I want to start.
Okay.
The beginning of this film.
Okay.
Was one of my favorite. Okay. Oh man, maybe I don't know where to start. Well, first of all, I have a popcorn bucket. I brought it with me.
Do?
I actually bought 2 of them.
Really?
not 2 of this one, but two in general.
Oh, yes.
I went to Knoxville because they have a Regal in Knoxville, and that's also where I work. And they have this really cool popcorn bucket that it's like Spider-Man's face, and his eyes are they're like a white translucent like material, so you can actually see the popcorn inside of it.
Oh, that's cool.
When it's got popcorn in it, and it's got the villains in the eyes, so you can see Tarantula, you can see Boomerang, and you can see Scorpion in his eyes. And it also comes with a cup, so you get a little Spider-Man cup that's got like Spider-Man's chest and back on it, which is really cool. And when I left the theater, I was like, oh, I'm going to buy another popcorn bucket. So I bought the tin one that's like a building, and Spider-Man's like perched on the side of it.
I think that's my favorite.
You like that one the best?
I really like that one.
Really? I like this one the best. That one is there's not a lot on it.
No,
but it's cool.
But to me, that one like speaks Spider-Man the most.
It does. Yeah.
Like this one is cool. Like it's a Spider-Man mask, but like that one is just like he's on the side of a building. Like,
Yeah.
he is the wall crawler.
Well, and AMC, so AMC has they have a bucket that is this cup. So it's literally this
Yes.
cup, but it's just a giant bucket, and they have a Spider-Man head. Which I like, but I'm kind of tired of the head ones because I feel like I have a lot. I have Wolverine. I have
Did you get the Ant-Man one?
did not get the Ant-Man one. I got the Batman
Okay.
head. I also have Miles Morales,
Okay.
and I have the Venom one from Regal with his mouth open, and that's where the popcorn's
Okay.
at. So I'm like, I've got plenty of heads.
It was funny because I was trying to decide if we went to AMC, so we were trying to decide if I say we, more like me.
Yeah,
I was trying to decide if I wanted to get a popcorn bucket, and I was like, no, I'm not going to. Well, we literally turned the corner to like go to our seats in the theater, and like everybody has a Spider-Man head.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy cow.
You've really felt left out a little
Yeah,
bit. You've been missing
I
out.
I had FOMO there.
Well, when I walked in, everybody had these ones as well.
Really?
So the whole time I was like, oh, this is great. Everybody's
Yeah.
got their bucket, and we're all sitting here excited, waiting for the movie to
Yeah.
start.
I would say before we really get into it, there is, even though like the reactions online have been different, but like seeing people in the theaters, like it spoke something to me in a strange way, because it was like nothing brings people together like Spider-Man,
Yeah.
and I'm like there's all sorts of different kinds of people in here, and we're all here for Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a really good feeling.
It's so cool. Everybody's got their Spider-Man shirts on.
Yeah.
The whole day, I wore my, I have a Delato Spider-Man
Yeah.
shirt that I got from TJ Maxx. And I wore it, and everybody was like, I love your shirt. Are you going to go see the movie tomorrow? And I was like, I already saw it today. And they're like, what?
Yeah.
So,
we went to Jersey Mike's afterwards, and
Oh.
the Jersey Mike's worker was like, because I convinced her to wear Spider-Man, which is starting a new trend here.
whoa.
Yeah, for
She's
Superman,
She's turning.
slowly.
Wait till the next Venom movie comes out.
Oh yeah, she'll be so thrilled.
They'll be lucky if I am.
but yeah, people asked us the same thing. Are you going to go watch Spider-Man? I'm like, I already did.
I already did. I've already, But this movie, one last thing before we get into it. This is the highest grossing MCU film ever. It beat Endgame, which is, or the highest
Opening.
domestic opening.
Yes.
Did it beat Endgame overall?
I don't think it's be in-game overall. I think it's just be its opening weekend.
Yeah. Which is really, really
And
cool.
Like, we're recording this on Saturday. Movie
Yes.
came out Thursday. It had beat it by Friday.
Yeah.
So it beat it within 24 hours.
Well, also there was early, if you had an Amazon Prime membership, you could go see it on Wednesday.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yep. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you could go on your account and redeem it for a ticket to go see it on Wednesday for like an early screening.
Why didn't I know this?
I did. My buddy went and did it, and I just was like, I'm gonna go Thursday
Yeah.
because Wednesday's one of my big work days.
Amazon had done that for when Superman came out last year.
Interesting.
But none of the local theaters, the closest one was in Knoxville, and I'm not going to drive an hour and a half
Yeah.
just to go watch a movie. Unless I'm going to buy the popcorn bucket.
Wonder what idiot would do that.
Yeah, I know. Some loser.
Some loser would drive that far for a
Okay,
bucket.
so breaking down the review, because like you said, we're going to talk spoilers.
Yep.
We're going to break down the movie. We're going to give our thoughts. And so you said you had somewhere you wanted to start? Some vague idea?
I first of all, I loved this film.
Okay.
I'm just gonna come out and say I do have pet peeves with it.
Okay,
I
so-
have some nitpicks, and I have some things that I'm like, man, I wish that was different. But overall, the opening of this film immediately set the tone. Right, the immediate shots of Spider-Man, because I love Spider-Man, and I love seeing things that are different. You know, Spider-Man's my favorite superhero, in case you don't know.
Yeah.
But I love that immediately they're starting out with him he's on the building, and he's like upside down on his phone, and he's constantly keeping tabs with MJ and Ned, and crime alert. And he closes his phone, he puts that mask on, and just falls off. It's just like, yes, like we're immediately just going to get into it.
Yeah.
And we're just seeing Spider-Man. And we see all these different montages. We see that he's working with the DeWolf, that was really cool. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that's exciting. I'm
Yeah.
glad to see that. And one of my favorite little clips out of that whole beginning montage is it's like cloudy and storming, which it's not storming, it's like raining.
Right.
And he swings up on a building and is fighting these guys off, and one of the guys jumps off the building and he jumps after him, grabs him, and then he's in the Amazing Fantasy 15 pose. Like, because I was worried when they were showing all those like comic book shots that I was like, oh, this is going to be a montage of all these shots, which it was, but it's like at least they gave it like it has a little bit of a build up.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the color palette. I love the cinematography. The director of photography on this film killed it, man. Hire him again. Hire him for everything. Like, I loved it. I'll
100% back you up on that. This is the most beautifully shot Spider-Man film ever made.
Oh, for sure.
It is beautiful. Like, colors pop.
The suit being practical.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was so good. I don't know if you noticed that same scene that you were just describing where he goes into the Amazing Fantasy 15 post.
Yeah.
This movie was heavily inspired by the PS4 Spider-Man.
It was. It very much was.
And there's a scene there in that same scene right before he goes and jumps off. I don't know if you noticed. Peter has somebody webbed to the side of the building, like in the game. When you knock somebody off the building, Peter webs them. There's somebody on the side of the building.
That's awesome.
I was like, that is so cool.
And he has those web bombs on his on his web shooters, which that worked so well.
Yes.
I don't know where to go. Like, I don't know. I want to talk about everything.
I do too.
Do we want to talk about it in chronological order?
Let's do it.
Or do you want to talk about just kind of like all the big things?
I would say let's go chronological, but both of us have only seen the movie once.
That's true.
So we might miss a few scenes here or there, and then we'll go back. Oh, hey, remember that
right,
scene?
Yeah.
So let's talk about the big things first. I think that's probably the better way, so that way we get everything out while we're thinking about it. I will say this is top 4 favorite Spider-Man movies for me. I would put this... I like No Way Home better.
Okay.
And that is because No Way Home is nostalgic for me. And I kind of explained this on League of Comic Geeks. I explained this on Instagram, that you can't separate your memories from the media that you engage with.
Right.
You just can't. As humans, that's how we tell stories.
Yeah.
So I remember who I was with, what I was doing, everything. When I watched No Way Home, No Way Home brought in Daredevil, brought in Toby, brought in Andrew. And that was just like... This is a culmination of everything that Spider-Man is, and this is everything that, since my childhood, this is what I look forward to. And so that's why No Way Home goes above this one. But if No Way Home didn't have that nostalgic factor, I didn't have great memories associated, I would put this one above it.
Okay.
This one was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. This is more of a... I would, I want to say it kind of weirdly, but let me explain myself.
Okay.
This is the most Spider-Man movie we've ever gotten.
I agree. I really agree.
This is a character study of who Peter Parker is. And I really like that.
And I think, getting, elaborating on that more, seeing that, because the MCU Spider-Man has been very different from Spider-Man, right? Like, excuse me. Whenever... he has been introduced, right? He had his homemade suit. He got brought into the Avengers pretty quickly under Tony's wing. And then throughout, the movies... excuse me, gosh. Throughout the movies, he gets the Stark suit that's super technologically advanced, and it's 576 possible web shooter combinations. All that. It's that's cool. But it's that's not Spider-Man. You know what I mean? And I love that Homecoming suit. That's still one of my favorite suits from except for now this one. This one definitely tops it. But we've gotten that for this whole time. We've had nanotech and Iron Spider suits and technology and
the Night Monkey
But now this, it's we are rooted in Spider-Man, the cloth costume, the fact that you can see his eyes, his eyeballs through his lens, and I'm not talking about the shot. If you haven't seen this movie and you're just listening because you don't care about spoilers, his eyes, his white spider eyes, you can see through it when he's on screen with Punisher and he's in scenes, and you can see his eyes.
Did you notice that only started happening after they realized, like, the inhibitor chip, that the goggles were messing with the inhibitor chip?
Oh, I did not realize
and
that.
it only changed after that because he turns the lenses off.
Then that's probably what it is then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so you can still see his emotions underneath his eyes.
Yeah.
That brilliant peak.
Yeah.
Peak cinema.
Absolute
Peak. Absolute peak cinema. Yeah, man. I just like, they hit this on the head. And even like going into Spider-Man's life, right? Like everyone has forgot about him. No one remembers him still. People know Spider-Man, but
Right.
nobody knows Peter. And seeing that, just like, he has this very basic routine that he does daily. He goes out and he helps people. He fights crime. He works with the police and damage control, making the city as safe as it can be. He gets flowers from the convenience store, and then he takes them to Aunt May's grave, and then he goes home and works on his stuff, and then does it again the next day. That's pretty much his routine. And we're very grounded in just, this is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He is where he needs to be finally.
Yeah.
And I think seeing that is just, it's great.
I want to take the conversation away from Spider-Man for just a second.
Okay.
And I want to talk about my favorite part of the movie,
Okay.
the Hulk scene.
Dude.
That's my favorite part of the whole movie.
And that's another character they worked with very
yes.
well. The Hulk. Like, I have not been a fan of Smart Hulk. Don't know about you.
No.
No, not at all?
No.
Did you like it at first?
I think
Dab.
I think in Endgame, so I haven't been a Hulk fan since I was like 5 years old, right?
Okay.
So I've not been like I like the Edward Norton Hulk that
I love that movie.
from 2008.
Yes.
I really liked that movie, but that was the last time I was a Hulk fan because like we've not really had much Hulk. This movie, watching it, I'm like, Hulk smash, baby,
Yeah,
Hulk
yeah.
smash.
Only Hulk. Oh, like that. That audio is like, and they added a little bit stuff to it if you actually see the movie. So, Sadie Sink's mystery character, which we will reveal in a little bit. I'm gonna keep that one to the
Okay.
side. Takes over his mind because that's her powers is jumping from people, and that's who she hops into. One of the people she hops into. But when she hops into him, he's Smart Hulk. He's not Monster Hulk.
Right.
And she hops out of him, and then Banner's like, I can't. This ain't me anymore. This is the other guy.
Yeah.
You know what? This is your favorite thing. You go crazy. Please go into this.
I love how it's like it's a head injury that like causes the mind control to weaken, and then just that scene where like he says exactly what you said. It's the other guy, and like the just turning into the Hulk and just getting bigger and bigger.
Oh.
And because when he first shows up as Smart Hulk, I'm like, dude, this is tiny. Like, is this really all we're gonna get?
Yeah.
And he just gets so big, and I'm like, oh.
And his muscles are so defined.
Yeah.
Like the
And Peter's like, I didn't know you could get that big.
Yeah. No Banner, no girl, only Hulk.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh shit, this is gonna be so cool.
And it was
man.
just seeing, I'm going to just say Savage Hulk because that's really what it is. Just like thunderclapping Peter and just seeing like the Punisher scenes with that too.
Yeah.
It's so good. Just
Are you trying to get out of fighting the Hulk? Yeah, kinda.
it was so good. And then the scene when they're outside of the building where Hulk's holding on.
Gosh, yes.
And just
And Spider-Man's like he's like webbing around the building around him and everything. Oh my gosh, that scene.
I would that scene alone, just the Hulk scene, is probably my top 10 favorite scenes from any superhero film ever.
Wow.
I love that. That was the first time. I mean, it made me feel like a kid again. Like watching that, just seeing it. It brought back so much excitement for the MCU. Like, if you guys can capture this for Doomsday,
yes,
I will be. I will eat my words.
Yes,
of what I've been saying.
Is Hulk in Doomsday?
I've not heard. Been confirmed.
I was about to say I've not heard anything about him being in it. Because
Yeah,
that was in my next thing. But Hulk was and him. His size, and also right off the bat, I don't know why, but when I saw this, I immediately was like, oh, when I think he like swings for Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's not there, and he turns around and he's on his back.
Yes.
I was like, yes, that's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, like that's happened so many times in comic books, and just to see something just that minimal, like it's not a big thing at all. I'm geeking out a little too hard, but just to see something that minimal, oh, the thunderclap, just like everything about him, like
my only complaint about that scene is that Hulk just kind of, I understand why he gives up a little too quickly at the end, and he just kind of slides off the building, right?
Well,
and I understand why. I understand what's going on in that scene, but I'm like, gosh, I want more.
You just want more, yeah.
More.
Well, now here's my two questions, right?
Okay.
Why? What made him what made the other guy come back?
Yeah.
Right? Because because Banner suppressed it or controls it or whatever.
Yeah.
So what made the other guy come back? And why did he let go? Because he didn't slide off. He let go.
Yeah.
Because he had Peter down, and by the way, his hand covers all of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, and he's like, Banner, it's me. Remember, it's Peter. And I think Hulk remembers.
I think Hulk remembers. He does in the comics. When Peter has everybody's memory wiped in the comics, Hulk remembers. Banner doesn't, but Hulk does.
Yeah.
And so I think that's probably why.
Yeah.
He remembers Peter from that. And then I think the reason why this Hulk came back is just because you got to kind of think of the rage that Bruce has probably felt like having his mind violated and taken over. And then he doesn't have that inhibitor anymore. And it's just, you know what? I don't even care to have an explanation. You don't need to give me one.
Right.
I'm
Well,
just
also
glad to have it.
Well, also, when Sadie Sink's character is hopping in people's minds, people don't remember.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
So when he snaps back after it's like she's severed, he's like, "Did I hurt anybody? Like, oh my gosh, what happened? Like, did I lose control?" Like, he doesn't know. He probably thinks that he just monstered out again.
Right.
And then I think that just opens the green door.
Yeah.
And lets things go crazy.
But that was my favorite part of this whole movie. I have my second favorite part, but I'm not going to talk about it yet.
Okay.
I wanna let us get a little bit further into the episode before I talk about my second favorite.
I'll talk about another one of my. I want to talk about two things primarily.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk about this one because it's quicker.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the next one. We get a surprise cameo, not cameo, but like a surprise scene with Yelena.
Oh yes.
From the New Avengers, and it's in a sauna pool room, and she's in the pool, and he's like, I thought this is your office. Oh, this is my office. This is, and he's like, okay, well, he's like, well, take your costume off and get in, like, cause she's in a hot tub pool, and he's like, no, and she's like, well, if you don't want to talk to me, so this is the most Spider-Man thing ever. Like, when I saw this, I was like, I feel like people who aren't Spider-Man fans are like, what is this?
Yeah.
But as a fan, I'm like, this is, I feel like I'm reading a book right now. Like, I would see this in a comic for sure.
This Spider-Man movie was the most comic book,
yes.
It felt like a comic book.
He goes into a stall and he takes his clothes off, and all he's got on is his underwear and his Spider-Man mask, and he climbs in the pool and has this meeting with Yelena. He's laying back, his toes are popping out of the water. It was amazing. I loved that. I was like, this is so Spider-Man. Like, this is like the director, do you know what the director's name is? He's
Daniel Dessen Cretton.
Daniel Cretton, I think. Yeah. He nailed if I don't know if he wrote it, but him as a director nailed this. Yeah. And whoever wrote this or had a hand in writing it, man, they hit it. Yeah. They hit the nail on the head. Like, this is Spider-Man. This feels like Spider-Man. Mm-hmm. Like, this movie felt like I was reading a comic for the first time. And I was like, every scene, just like, this is a scene. This is a Spider-Man scene. Like, this is a Spider-Man scene. Like, never would I thought to see something like this in. Well, heck, the Spider-Man PlayStation game, there is a suit that you can unlock where he's literally in his underwear. Yeah. Because he goes in the weird Mysterio, the Scorpion, because he gets stung by the poison, and he wakes up and he's in his underwear, and he's like, oh, like, so it. Oh, I love that.
That scene, real quick. I was fully paying attention to everything, and I just do it just to aggravate Gabryella. I leaned over, I'm like, what did they say in this scene again? She just, even like in the theater, she just rolled her eyes and was like,
you could just feel the room. You could hear like the stones, like the stones of her eyes rolling.
But I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
But I love that scene. And then, like we see her later when he's on a video call with her, and she's just like the same, because Ned and MJ are in the background, and they're like, is that Black Widow? I guess they're calling her Black Widow. Yeah. Is that Black Widow? And she's like, oh, hello back there. Like, she's so friendly, and it's such a cute, she's such a great character.
Did you see her like username on?
No.
Did you watch Hawkeye?
I did not.
Okay, so there's a scene in Hawkeye where she meets Kate Bishop, and she's got just a pot full of macaroni and cheese, and she's just eating the macaroni and cheese, and she's like, in Russia, we did not have macaroni and cheese, and this is one of the greatest American inventions ever, and she's just eating it straight out of the pot.
Yeah.
Well, her username in this movie is like macaroni lover.
That's awesome.
And it's just, I was like, that's funny.
And my next big, like, I actually appreciate this character more than Yelena. I love Yelena. Yeah. Punisher. Yes. Man, he had such a great, like, connection with Spidey from the get-go, right? Yeah. Because we finally get this scene where it's this big cargo truck. First of all, we get this great swing scene in front of it, which every swinging scene in this movie is amazingly good. Like, they hit that on the head too. Yeah. I don't know why. What was it? What was John Watts? I don't know why, because he said in Homecoming that he wanted to try to put things in this movie that are in Homecoming that no one had ever seen before. So he cut out swinging scenes because he was like, we've seen that before. And it's like, but that's what people want to see. Right. That's like saying, oh, I want a Spider-Man movie. Well, we see well, he's got his costume. Let's have him not wear a costume. That don't make sense. So the fact that in this movie they just it hit everything. But we get these amazing swing scenes, but we get Punisher. Yeah. And I loved it because he has that grenade launcher, and Spider-Man yanks it out of the car and webs it to the top of the car, and he just pulls out another one. And then Spider-Man webs the front, and he's like, okay, boom. And he's like, it's just like his character, and that's not all, right? It's not just that scene. Yeah. There's scenes later where him and MJ go to his like dock, like home, and it's rigged with booby traps, and he's like, I made beans. Yeah,
I made chili.
I made chili.
And then Peter's like, chili. I wouldn't eat that if I was you.
Chili. Don't eat the chili. I'll be right back. like it's just like, that's great. Or, and then
when MJ sees like the pictures of the family, I got one rule around here: you don't touch anything, you don't do this. She's like, that's 3 rules. I see why you like her, kid.
yeah. You don't do this, and you definitely don't do this. Yeah. That's 3. I see why you like her. And then walks out. And then there's another scene that I really like, but we'll get to that too. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just everything in this movie was dialed in. Yeah. Now there is another character that I think I'm ready to talk about this character.
Sadie Sink's character?
Yes.
Okay, let's go for it.
So this is another character that's in the film. Some would say antagonist, some would say partial antagonist, whatever. Sadie Sink's mystery character. Now, this has been a secret. They have really kept this under wraps. They put her on a press tour. I have no clue why, because she can't say anything except for, I don't know what you're talking about. Who's Spider-Man? Yeah. That's the only thing she can say. And we finally get our reveal.
I want to real quick. I was looking for something earlier today, and it just popped up. A lot of old Instagram posts when it was announced that Sadie Sink was announced to be in this movie. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the people were saying it's going to be Mayday Parker. She's going to be Toby and Kristen Dunst's Peter and MJ's daughter.
Sorry, go ahead. That's so far out there. Yeah, that's so far out.
That's like, and that would have totally just like blown this movie. Spoilers. That's not who this character is. That's not who this
character is. No, I think that would have been awful.
Yeah,
I've heard that. I've heard like actual Mary Jane. Yeah. Like, oh, like MJ, Michelle Jones is, like something's going to happen, and then this is the real Mary Jane. Right. I've heard that. I'm sure there's been a Venom thing or two, which might I add, Venom is not in this at all. I was right. I told y'all. Now I will say, Zendaya's dress that she was wearing and her hair that she did on that last press tour almost got me. Yeah. I sent it to Clayton and I was like, bruh. It's pretty. That looks like Venom. Yeah. I mean, I was like, I'm gonna, maybe post credit scene. I don't know. We'll see.
So Sadie Sink's character is revealed in this movie to be. You want to say it?
You want to say it? Let's say it at the same time.
1,
3, 2, 1. Venom.
No. I started. We totally counted wrong.
Okay, 3,
Two,
2, 1.
one.
Jean
Jean
Grey.
Grey.
Yep, there it is. She is Jean Grey, which is okay.
Yeah.
It sucks because being a comic book fan and knowing comic book fans, that stuff gets out so quick.
Yeah.
I remember when Captain America: The Winter Soldier came out, like, oh, it's a Winter Soldier, and then I remember my dad was like, "Do you know who that is?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it's Bucky." You know, as a comic book guy, we know these stories already. But I actually don't know a lot about the X-Men.
Really? Okay.
Fun fact: I've not actually seen all of the original X-Men films.
You know, between our last episode where you said you've never finished the Justice League, between this episode,
You know what? Don't even. Between the one before that where you said you liked One More Day, and then now you've never seen. I've seen. Unfortunately, X-Men Origins Wolverine. I've seen Wolverine.
the one in Japan.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
That's a good one.
I've seen Deadpool's. I've seen all those. I've seen Logan.
Okay.
I love Logan.
Okay. Hot take real quick. Logan's my favorite superhero movie of all time.
That's okay. I think that's a good opinion.
Okay.
It's really good. I've only seen it like once or twice. I need to watch it again.
It's my favorite of all time.
But it was really good.
Yeah.
But I've never seen the original OG, or maybe I've seen them. I've seen bits and pieces, but X-Men was never something that got my attention. It was a lot. It was a lot of characters. It was just too big for me.
Okay.
So and I just was like, I like this guy. He's red. He's red and blue. Like, he's cool. Oh, and that guy, he's got a tongue. He's cool. You know, so like, and that guy, he's got a glider. Look at him. You know, like, so
That's fair. That's fair.
know,
I mean, but also the original X-Men came out when you were real little, anyways, right?
it came out after Spider.
The first one I thought came out 2000.
Oh, well then,
And if
yeah.
that's the case,
If
I
that's the
was
case,
a year
'cause,
old. So
yeah, I was not born yet.
yeah.
I was born 2001. So I was alive when Tobey's Spider-Man came out, but I was too young to go see that.
Right.
But the first movie I ever seen was 2002, or not 2004, Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
That was the first movie I ever seen in theaters.
That's fair.
But I had seen the original Spider-Man.
Okay.
I watched it. I killed my VHS tape. I still have it.
Yeah.
Watching it over and over again. But yeah, X-Men just wasn't big for me.
Okay.
So coming from that, if I didn't know, like, I did not know that was Jean Grey's powers, because the only exposure in
Really?
comic books is
Okay.
King in Black. That's the only book that I've read that she's been in. Because she
Dang,
cameos in King in Black,
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and I think she gets in someone's head or something, like
Yeah.
Dylan or something. But
That's what when she's wearing like the all green costume.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
but I know the Phoenix, I know the
Okay.
Dark Phoenix, I know a little bit about. I just didn't know that she could body hop.
Okay.
So knowing that, if I didn't have friends who weren't big X-Men people, I would have never known. Or if I didn't see it online, I would have never known. I'd have been like, I don't know who this person is. And like, if I'd have watched the movie and been like, that's Jean Grey. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
I think the problem is people guessed it. And I think
Yeah.
like the unfortunate part is they probably shouldn't have showed the body hopping stuff in the trailer.
Yeah.
But like, what else do you show at that
Right.
point? Like, yeah, I don't know.
That has been a complaint that I've seen a lot, actually, is that a lot of stuff was revealed in the trailers. Like, a lot more than probably should have been.
Yeah.
And that's definitely a complaint. I get it. I mean, Gabriella's only watched, she's watched the original X-Men, so that's kind of crazy.
Dang. She's beating me.
she's a
Well, I've
badass.
read the original Ultimate Spider-Man, so honestly, you know what?
But she also really likes X-Men 97. So
Okay.
when we were in the car leaving, I had mentioned something about X-Men, and I was like, yeah, I said something to the effect of like, you know, I don't ever remember Jean having a sister. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
In
Yeah.
the comics or in the shows. And
Right.
Gabryella said, yeah, me neither.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of turned around and looked at her. I'm like, what? Are you reading X-Men comics? Like, and not telling me?
She's like,
No, I liked X-Men 97. And I liked all the original series. She's like, she never had a sister in any of those.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, you do pay attention.
oh, whoa.
I know I married you for a reason.
At least did something along the lines of that with Spider-Man for this film. I can't remember what it was. She did something, and I was like it was, I don't know. It might have been when Tombstone popped up. She went, oh, that's Tombstone. And I went, huh? You know who Tombstone is? I love you. You know who this character is? Yes, Paul, that's Venom. Okay, good. Okay, this is what I make sure.
It's like your lock screen and your home screen on your phone.
Yeah. It's like, what about this guy? It's like, it should be me on your phone, but unfortunately it's Venom. I'm like,
whatever. Her contact photo is just Venom.
I might do that just for gets and chickles. But yeah, so Sadie Sink character, she played the role beautifully.
Oh yeah.
But I'm so iffy on it. And this is kind of my complaint with the film.
Okay.
Because it kind of also leads into my biggest complaint with the film overall. Okay. I know Jean Grey's a hero. I know she's an X-Men, and I understand that, like, the mutants are very considered like awful, disgusting people, and this, that, and the other in the Marvel universe. But my only problem is about halfway in this movie, it feels like the whole movie kind of focused on her more than Spider-Man.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I'll give you that.
That was my complaint, because I was watching it and I was like, this doesn't feel like a Spider-Man movie anymore. Mm-hmm. Like, it's like I feel like I'm watching X-Men now, or I'm watching something else, right?
Yes. Yeah, I agree with you.
Know what I mean?
And there was somebody on League of Comic Geeks who had replied to what I said about No Way Home, or Brand New Day. And they were saying that this is the worst Spider-Man movie ever.
Wow, that's a really hot take. Yeah.
But
it's 50-50. There's a good split.
Mm-hmm. But I bring that up because that was one of the things they said, is that they said that this movie, in their opinion, suffers from the fact that the MCU has to connect and set the groundwork for whatever they're going to do in the future.
I agree. Yeah.
And that was one of their big complaints. So there's people right there with you, because this person was saying the same thing that you are. Mm-hmm. It at some point it became, we're going to introduce this character because we're going to later introduce the X-Men. Mm-hmm. And I also agree. It didn't take it away from me too much. Mm-hmm. However, I will say what took it away from me was when there's a scene where Jean has been trying to get in Peter's mind the whole movie. Yes. She can't.
Yes.
And they don't ever really explain that, other than his, like, in the comics, it's his spider sense that just doesn't allow it.
Yeah.
But they don't really explain that in the movie.
It might be that, because when he starts having his arachnid gene is growing, that's when she, like, or he can't tell who she is. Right. She's like, oh, you can see me, but then it's like, oh, you can't see me anymore. Yeah. I wonder if it's
that, but they just didn't really, like, come out and say that.
They never really, they did not elaborate that.
Yeah. But that's, she has that scene with Aunt May in Peter's mind, where it's a flashback scene, but when she's in Peter's mind, she's kind of in place of Peter.
Yeah.
Jean is. And that's kind of where I have a complaint, is because it was like, well, this feels more like what they did in Thunderbolts.
I get it. You do know when that flashback takes place, right?
Like,
that's after that. I'm assuming, there's no confirmation. I'm assuming that's right after Aunt May walked in and saw him wearing the Spider-Man suit for the first time.
Okay,
because the suit is the Homecoming suit,
right? But
and,
but that scene in Homecoming, he has his suit off, doesn't he?
Mm-mm. He's got his suit on. He just doesn't have his mask on, because he has his mask on and he takes it off, and that's when you see her standing. And she's like, "What the?"
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, because she sits down and she's like. She says something along the lines of like, so like, this is like, you didn't think to tell me about this or anything, or like share this with me, or but it felt like she was being super supportive.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Is that what did you just not know where that was from, or like?
No, I did. I just felt like that whole scene of like, the whole message of that speech is like, you're not alone. Like, I'm proud of you. Mm-hmm. You are. You're gonna do great things, but you're never alone. You have people there for you. Well, that's essentially the same message as Thunderbolts. You're not alone. You're better than your trauma, kind of thing. And I really like Thunderbolts. And I'm just saying, not that it's necessarily a bad thing. It just feels like it's virtually the same message. Like, you're not alone. Don't push people away, kind of thing.
Yeah. I saw a really good Instagram post today that kind of helped my opinion on that.
Okay.
It was kind of a thing of the entire time Spider-Man's been in the MCU, he has had a mentor.
Yes.
Right? He's had Tony Stark. And, he's always felt like, he had people to look up to. Mm-hmm. Jean Grey doesn't.
That's
like
true.
Because she got separated from her sister. I think her mom didn't want her, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they say that? Something like that?
Yeah.
So, like, this was kind of the moment of like, hey, you're not alone. I'm here for you. Right. Yeah. And Peter's kind of taking on that mentorship role, which is okay. Like, I'm open. I don't know. Like, that theory makes it feel a little bit better.
Right.
But I don't know if it really excuses her actions.
No.
Because she does some crazy stuff in this movie.
Yeah.
She takes MJ's mind.
Okay, that scene
That scene,
is baffling.
that was crazy.
It was. They played with our emotions hardcore on that one.
Yes. So in this scene, do you want to talk about the scene?
No, go for it.
So in this scene, Peter comes to MJ. Well, first of all, Jean Grey's like, I'm gonna go find your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And like, let's see what she has to say about things. And Jean Grey knows that it's Peter Parker.
Mm-hmm.
She is, because Tom said in an interview, like, there's only one person who knows Peter Parker. It was Jean Grey.
Yeah.
So that already is like, how does that work, right?
Yeah.
And the second thing, so she says like, oh, I'm gonna go get your girlfriend. So Spider-Man gets her in a helicopter, webs her up to a crane, which is an amazing shot.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. And then he goes to get MJ. He's like, I know you don't know who I am. I need you to trust me. I promised you I'd keep you safe. I need you to come with me. And she's like, okay, fine. So they go swinging. They get on a rooftop. And when they're on the rooftop, I don't remember how the conversation fully went, but it's something. She's like, I feel like I know you. Like, I feel like, I've seen you save me so many times. And we also forgot, we need to talk about the party scene. Don't let me forget about that.
Yes,
Because
okay.
that's kind of also important to this scene. Which that scene hurts even worse.
Yeah.
It hurts too. It's not the most harmful scene of the three that there are in the movie, but
Yeah.
it's this is a second.
Okay, so we'll talk about this one, and then we'll talk about the party scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but MJ is like, I feel like I knew you, and she's kind of saying the right things.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, Peter, tell her.
Yeah.
And so she's like, I need to know, and she pulls his mask up and she kisses him, which immediately I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's like kind of quick. And she's like, and then she kisses him. She's like, Peter, like, oh, I remember you. And she hugs him. And then, like, it's this amazing, like, oh my gosh, we're back.
Yeah, because Peter's like, I've missed you so much.
I've missed you so much. And then she's like, yeah, hold her, Peter. She says that in her ear, and you're like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
she's there. Oh no.
Yeah, I looked over at Gabryella, like, the scene where, because Peter's crying,
Yeah.
and he's like, I just missed you so much. Like, you're my whole world. And I look over at Gabryella, and I'm pretty sure she's crying.
Yeah.
But I asked her later, I'm like, were you crying? She's like, no, I had something in my eye. I'm like, that's the
That's
classic
so,
excuse.
bruh.
Like,
No, my eyes are just watering.
because they did that scene so well. Like, you're like, finally.
You
Like,
believe it. Yeah.
I've waited 5 years for MJ to finally remember Peter.
Yes.
And
And then, like,
they rip it away.
they rip it away, and she starts like confronting him, and she's like, do you really think like that's how, like, the fantasy, like, like, oh, kiss brings my memory back, like, are you really that gullible?
You're a simple spider.
Yeah, you're a simple spider. And she's like backing up against the edge of the billboard, because
Yes.
they're on a roof that connects to a billboard that's hanging off of the building. And she starts backing up, and Peter at one point goes up and grabs her by the throat and hangs her over the building and is like, get out of her.
Yeah.
And the image, like, you can't help but look at the actual painting that's happening right in front of you. It's like, you are like, brother.
Yeah.
Like, that's MJ still.
Yeah.
And something happens, and she breaks away, but then she starts falling, and then Jean Grey leaves MJ's head, and Peter jumps down to save her. And that was a great panel too, because he's holding her. That reminded me of Ultimate Spider-Man, where Green Goblin on the bridge. That kind of was like a Gwen Stacy scene.
It
like,
kind of, it almost made you, because it made you remember what Andrew did. It's like almost the same thing.
Oh yeah, I was like, oh crap, is this going to be his canon event thing or whatever? Ugh.
But it was so well done. Again, kudos to the writer and the director, because they made you feel that scene hardcore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep going.
Yeah,
because
so
that was just so good.
It was a great scene, and then that's when he saves her, and she's okay. Nothing bad happens. But I want to rewind back to that party scene.
Okay.
Peter keeps kind of he doesn't really go around them in person.
Right.
Like, he doesn't stalk them or anything.
Because partly because they're MIT.
They're in MIT, and but he keeps up. He social media stalks them
Right.
for months, right? Like, he's always checking them
For
to see
years.
what they're, years.
Because they go
My bad.
through
Yeah.
all 4 years of college.
My bad.
Which
You're
means
right.
this movie takes place in 2028.
That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. Wow. Well, yeah, because it starts first day at MIT, and then it's like our last day at MIT.
And Aunt May's tombstone says 2024. So 4 years, obviously, is 2028. So
Wow. Okay. Well, then there you go. So yeah. Okay. Well, then there you go then.
Yeah. But anyways,
we get this scene where Peter catches Ned out, and I guess is he buying like. Is that hot sauce? Is that alcohol? Like, what is that? It's like this. He's like, oh, if you ever see me asking for that, don't let me buy it. But like, you can get me one. No, I'm just kidding. No, go ahead and get me one.
Yeah. I think it's like the 5-hour energy shots.
Okay,
I think
yeah,
it's basically like
okay,
that.
okay, yeah. But he Peter kind of follows him from that moment, and he kind of goes and sees what he's doing, and goes back to the party. And they sort of have a little bonding moment because Ned is very invested in who Spider-Man is, and he's made like the Spidey tracker and like all this stuff, and he's got this big board up, and he lifts up the thing. He's like, I know it's not Flash Thompson or the teacher.
No, that he said I've narrowed it down to 2 suspects.
Oh. Yeah, and
it's either the teacher or Flash.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah. But then we see MJ, and she introduces herself to Peter, and Peter says his name is something else, like it's like Mav.
Gosh, what does he say?
I want to say Maverick, but I don't think that's it.
Maynard.
Yeah, he says his name is Maynard, and MJ's like, "Yep, glad to meet you, Maynard." And she's out like doing stuff and talking to Ned about like a job interview that she declined or she didn't go to or something. And then this guy walks up, and I'm assuming it's. I don't know if they don't actually say it's Paul.
No, in the credits it says the boyfriend or MJ's boyfriend.
That's nice. That's funny. But he walks up and they actually cut this from the trailer, which is kind of cool. He walks up and he kisses her.
Yeah.
And Peter stands there and watches, and it's like, shit. Like the emotion, I'm just like, oh my God, that sucks so bad. That sucks so freaking bad. And
well, that's what Tom Holland said. I had screenshot an article and sent it to you because a few weeks ago there was an article that came out that said it was Tom Holland. They had quoted him and said like the first 20 minutes of the movie are kind of slower, but after that 20-minute mark is when things really start to pick up and get insane and crazy, and that's the moment when Peter sees MJ with another man. And I'm like, that's hilarious.
Honestly, I really wish if I could meet Tom and Zendaya or like I could talk to them. Yeah. I would love to I would love to ask them this. I don't know how I would because they're very secretive on their relationship. Yeah. But clearly they're together, like everyone knows. Yeah. I would love to ask them like, hey, regarding a scene which I guess I would like to talk about next. How do y'all do this? Being a couple. And having to do in a very deep emotional scene, like how does this actually affect you guys as actors?
Tom was like, I want to just rip his face off.
Well, there's the scene later in the Punisher boat, right? Because Peter kind of tells MJ like, oh yeah, like I used to have these friends, but I had to kind of quit. Like they don't remember me, and he kind of starts talking about it, and she's kind of like there. You can see the chemistry kind of light up just a little bit. And he has the note with him that he's been wanting to read MJ that he just never did. Oh, and he's even got it in the cup still. Yeah. He never took it out of the cup. This scene hurt. This scene hurt me real bad. Because whenever he goes to stop Jean Grey, which is about to be the Hulk scene, she tells Frank, like, hey, are you not going to go help him? Like, go help him. Yeah. And he does. And she's like, I'll be fine. I'm going to stay here. You go help him. And, they go do their fight. Well, when Peter comes back, she's found the letter. And she's sitting there reading it. And it's like, oh, well, now the secret's really out. Yeah. Like, it's for sure out. And they're in a remote place, right? So there's no way that Jean Grey could... Like, Jean Grey has no clue where she's at. There's no way, whatever. Like, it's pretty clear that she's safe. And Peter takes his mask off. And they have this discussion. And he's like, I can't stop thinking about you. And I've tried to live life without you. And I just can't do it. And I miss you, and I miss Ned, and I miss our friendship and what we had, and I want it to go back to normal, but I just wanted to keep you safe. And he's like, and I love you. And she's like, whoever she is, talking about like her past self, like those memories are with her. And she's like, I don't remember any of them. And she went, I don't love you. That is the... that was so hard. Yeah. I was like, and Tom's like holding back tears. Like, you know what I mean? Like Peter's holding back tears. And that's what I want to ask. Like, hey, y'all being a couple, right? Possibly a married couple.
They are married.
They are married. Is that official?
It's official,
Is it? Okay. Well, y'all being a married couple and actors, how do y'all film a scene like that? Like, how do y'all like y'all talk about it before? Do you like not talk about it? Do you do it realistically? Like, how do y'all? I don't know. I'd love to ask them that, but I don't know if that's too much because I don't want to feed the media more stuff about their relationship.
Right.
What's
painful too is that MJ has no way of getting back home. He has to swing her back after that conversation.
Yeah.
You know, and it's what was funny is when he's first swinging her after his mutation starts.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, Webb, stop."
Yeah.
Webb, stop.
Yeah. Webb, stop. Webb, stop. Yeah, because he's got these like the natural web shooters. And we haven't talked about that either. There's so much going on. There's so much.
This episode is basically just like our ramblings. So we do kind of apologize that we're kind of all over the place. We're excited.
We'll hit everything.
Yeah,
we'll probably
hit
hit everything. But yeah, he walks away and she's like, or no, she walks out of the boat and she comes back. She goes, I need, can you take me back to my place? I don't have a way to get back. I don't have a cell phone. And he's like, yeah. We'll do that. And he swings her back. And it's so awkward. Yeah. But it's like, it kind of feels like he's enjoying it one last time because this is it. Right. And then when he goes back, though, she's like, she stops before going in her apartment. She goes, do you want to go say hi to Ned? Like, it's almost like she's like, it's really cool that she believes him. Yeah. Like, she's like, I believe that you definitely have memories with me and whatever. Let me help you how I can. Yeah. You know?
It's also kind of like I don't know if you're ever going to get this opportunity again. Yeah. So just come and say hi to Ned. Yeah. And that's a sweet scene with Ned and Peter when they're just building Legos. And, like, you just have that friendship. And she's even like, you guys look like friends. And he's like, what? And she's like drawing a picture of him without a mask. Yeah. And I'm like, that's sweet. Yeah. That's a very sweet scene. Yeah, and then that's when Peter realizes, of course, that you have no memories of what happened during your time that Jean Grey has taken over your mind. Right. And he remembers that the leader of Damage Control had said something, which this is a nitpick, but how has Peter not noticed this before? Because Hulk made a comment. There was somebody else who had made a comment, or like basically saying, hey, I have no memory of like, hey, what happened? How did I get here? Right. And Peter just like glossed over that until MJ said it, and he's like, oh, yeah, holy cow.
Well, because he tells her like, I'm sorry that I kissed you. Yeah. Because he said, hey, she was in your head, and and I just wanted to tell you that because I didn't want to be an ass. Yeah. And she's like, well, thank you for telling me, but she's like, I have no memory. Yeah. And then that's when it clicks. Because what does the guy say? The Damage Control guy.
Sarah. He said because Jean Grey gets shot with the tranquilizer, and she whispers Sarah. And Peters asks the leader of Damage Control, hey, before she passed out, she said, Sarah, does that mean anything to you? Oh, that was just, what do you say, somebody who meant a lot to me who I lost recently. And she was just in my mind, and she must have been able to tap into that memory. And then that's when Peter kind of realizes, something's up.
Yeah, something's weird. Yeah. And the word VMAX gets thrown around in this film a lot.
How do you feel about that? Because the reveal is that VMAX is just the ventilation system, right? And that Jean Grey's sister.
It's VentMax, but the int in vent is ripped off, so you just see VMAX. Yeah. I'm a little iffy on it. So at first I was like, okay, there's some big thing called VMAX that people. First of all, it's not even brought up until Yelena mentions it, right? Which is weird because it's like she just literally takes a shot in the dark and guesses. She's like, oh, like this or VMAX, and then whatever.
Well, because she said that there's been a lot of like online chatter about how the system had been looking for something called VMAX. Yelena says that.
Oh, you're right. I see what you're saying. Okay, they're looking for something called VMAX. Right. Got it. That makes more sense. So they're looking for something called VMAX, and it's just that's been the word. And for a minute, I'm like, is this Venom? Is this it? Like, is that the like? Because in everything that Venom is in, they give it like a specified number container, and it's either in the Spider-Man cartoon, the Disney one, it's called the V252. Yeah. Venom 252. Right. Right. What is it? In Spider-Man 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2 on the PlayStation, there's a container, and it's titled also, I think it's also titled V252. Okay. Or something. And it's because 252 is the first appearance of the black suit in the comic books.
Yeah.
And V is for Venom.
Right.
So it's just whenever they were like VMAX, I was like, oh, is this the new creative symbiote name that they've put in here?
See, I went immediately to this is something with the X-Men. This is like Damage Control has all the X-Men locked up, and she's going to because since for the last few weeks, there's been a lot of announcements of, hey, this character's rumored to play this character in the X-Men movies. This person's been cast in X-Men. Like Adam Driver has rumors of being somebody. Bill Skarsgård.
Adam Driver, I think, is rumored to be Magneto.
Yeah, that's the rumor.
For sure, yeah.
Bill Skarsgård, if I could talk.
Bill Skarsgård.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
surprised I could say it.
He is rumored to play Xavier, Professor X.
Okay. He was the clown in It, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
His brother was Tarzan, and his dad is Lucan from Star Wars Rogue, or not Rogue One, Andor.
Oh, okay.
His dad is also the professor from Avengers and Thor. What's his name?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
It's
anyways,
because every time I hear the name Skarsgård, I think it's him.
Yeah.
Because he's also in he was in Chernobyl, which was a really good series.
Okay. So anyways, these actors and actresses have been rumored. So I'm like, okay, we are going to get something X-Men. This is VMAX is X-Men related,
Right?
And it's not. And I'm kind of not saying like, oh, it didn't live up to what I wanted it.
Right.
So I'm not going to complain about that it's not what I wanted it to be. But it's like, it's what the MCU has sometimes a problem doing is they have something that they want you to think is like something super serious, something very mysterious, and it's just like it's a joke almost. Like
right.
It's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's important to the story, but like they could have gone and done something else.
I think it's honestly I'm okay with it being what it is because the reveal is that Jean Grey is in a containment that has this like plexiglass thing around her. It's like a room, but she can be monitored and controlled. Right. And they're testing her powers, which is just like, oh, mutant. Let's test. Let's lock her up and test her powers until we kill her. And she looks up to the ceiling to see a ventilation staff because she's looking up because she's like tired and so out of it, and she sees a ventilation staff that says the VMAX. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay. Like it felt more real.
It felt, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because because that's how her sister died. It's like, oh, her sister died in this room. That was the last thing she saw, and that was the last thing that that was what got out to people. Because it's like, you see VMAX, you die. Right. You're in that room with the vent where they're testing your powers. That's the case. Yeah. I'm
not saying I hated it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that was like a small little nitpick.
I get it.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but I get right. Okay.
And I'm also kind of like, when it comes to superhero things, I'm tired of like this serum. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like the VMAX serum, or the Marvel Spider-Man video game had the Devil's Breath, and it was like, what is that? And it's this disease in a container. Right. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's kind of a trope.
Yeah,
you know
it is. It is.
So.
Okay, so there's one more scene I want to really talk about.
Okay.
And this is major spoilers. So as if what we haven't talked about is spoilers already, this is in regards to the ending of the film.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Okay. Yes, okay.
So, carrying off of where we just left off, Jean Grey is in this containment unit. She unleashes the full width of her power and basically stops like half of New York within this like mind bubble.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
And Punisher is like, I'm going to do this my way.
Yeah.
Peter, you can try your way, but I'm going to try it my way. Mm-hmm. And if you fail, like I'm doing it. Yeah. So he gets on a building. He loads up this super-powered sniper rifle. And while Peter and Jean are having this moment, like the room gets like dark and like gets closer, and you hear a gunshot. Mm-hmm. And then it like Peter is able to like grab Jean, and he gets shot by the Punisher. Yeah. And I was like, oh. Yeah. But one little nitpick there real quick before I continue on. Peter gets stabbed by the hand and nothing.
Yeah.
he gets shot and he basically almost dies.
Yeah. Well, he falls down and she's like tending to him and he's bleeding out.
Yeah.
You see a pool of blood building behind him.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit! Like he's dying. This like
Yeah.
get him to the hospital.
And you can see like Punisher's face is like, what have I done?
Yeah.
And what I really wanted to talk about was not only did I really think they were going to kill him, I
Yeah.
really thought that this is it. They're either going to introduce Miles, Peter's going to die, or they're going to introduce the symbiote, and the symbiote's going to keep him alive. Like
Right.
that was my three possible theories.
Right.
Because he's not confirmed to come back for Doomsday, so I was really starting to think
Yeah.
he might actually die,
Yeah.
and that's why he wouldn't be in Doomsday. But the one thing that I really want to talk about is the recreation of the Civil War panel. Punisher is carrying Spider-Man,
Yep.
busting through the hospital, saying he needs a doctor now.
Yeah.
And it is a recreation of the scene in Civil War
Yep.
from the comics where Peter's in the Iron Spider suit and
Yep.
he is just getting his butt kicked by, what is it, Jack-O-Lantern?
It was Jack-O-Lantern.
Was it Matt
Jester.
Gargan as well?
Not Matt Gargan. Matt
no.
Gargan was. It was Jester, Jack-O-Lantern, and a few other like obscure villains.
Yeah, they just cornered him basically.
Because Iron Man sent them after him
Yes.
during Civil War because Spider-Man was like, okay, hey, I'm not on
switched
your team
sides.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. And Punisher is the one who finds him and like carries him in.
Right.
That was a panel I did not expect them to
Yeah.
recreate.
I loved the way they did that.
Yeah.
Like it looked very good. It looked when I saw that I was just like, oh cool, we're getting more.
Yeah.
More comic cover shots. Let's go. You know.
Well, so what did you think of that scene? Did you think Peter was going to die?
At first, because I had heard rumors, there was all the rumors that like, oh, Peter Parker's going to die. He's not in Doomsday. And then when I saw him get shot, I was like, oh, and plus, Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
That's exactly
You know what
where
I mean?
my mind went.
Yeah, if, some people would read it, they no, but
Gosh, I'll never forget when Ultimate Death of Spider-Man came out because my mind was just
I cried.
yeah.
I had to hold the book up because I was crying while I was reading it because it was so just like, oh my god, it's so hard to
It's
read.
an emotional read because it's not only like if you read the Avengers book and the Ultimate book for the Ultimates, you see like him get shot, saving Cap. And you see that panel of Cap holding Spider-Man. He's like, "You're the best of us. You are the inspiration to us all."
Yeah.
And then you read Ultimate Spider-Man,
He
and
shoots him and leaves him
Yeah.
there.
and
America dips. I remember I texted you. I was like, I hate Captain America. He sucks. He left him. That's not a hero.
but just Peter at the end, like I couldn't save Uncle Ben, but at least I saved you, Aunt May.
Yeah.
And it just dies in her arms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, it's heartbreaking. So, anyways, I cut you off.
No, yeah. So I had thought, but I was like, I don't know, like because they signed on for 3 more, right? So like this
I'm
one and
pretty
2
sure,
other films. So it's like I don't think that they would do. I mean, they could. I mean, they could have Peter pop up as a flashback or something. I didn't expect to see Marissa Tomei in this film.
I didn't
right?
either.
So seeing her in those flashbacks were really cool. But yeah, I don't know. I love the shot, but I thought he was going to die, but I'm kind of one of those people that I just don't believe. I don't believe anything I hear anymore.
No.
Like, it's like, you have to show it happen. Like, he
Right.
has to die right there for me to be like, oh, shoot, he's dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I had thought, though, I was like, oh my gosh, like, when I saw that blood pooling, I was like, oh, that's not good at all. And he's like, the way he acted, like, Tom did such a good job acting
This is
that
his
out.
best performance.
Oh my gosh, for sure. Best, yeah. But then, yeah, so Jean Grey helps him and then kind of dips, and then she breathes for him. Like, they mentioned that, like, Jean Grey's been keeping you alive by breathing for you or something, right?
Yeah, along those lines, yeah.
You're right. So, yeah. I don't know. I really, because Peter wakes up in the hospital, and he's got a bunch of pictures there, and the Punisher's like, hey, don't worry, like, no one, like,
I've been here the whole time.
I've been here the whole time. No one's going to see your face. Like, I got you. And he's being really cool.
Yeah.
And he says something about, like, being a friend.
Yeah.
And Peter's like, did you just say we were friends? He's like, whatever.
Or he says, you just cried. I just saw the Punisher cry. No, I don't know. No, you didn't see that.
Yeah.
I had something in my eye.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're dying. Just die already. But then on the table is MJ's picture that she drew of him and Ned.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. So I'm really curious on a few things regarding that.
I am too.
I'm curious because there are theories that like, when Jean Grey did her bubble thing, because MJ and Ned were caught in it.
Yes,
And
she,
MJ is crying
Yeah.
when she's held in there. So I'm wondering if she, the theory is like, did she see, because we don't know, the bubble worked clearly differently
Right.
than everything else.
right.
So I'm wondering how that worked. Like, I'm wondering, did she get her memories back? Now, Ned didn't until Peter came and did the handshake with him. And then once he did Peter did the handshake, Ned was like, Peter?
Yeah.
And remembered. So right there, it's like, ooh. Like, so there's hope.
Yes, I do want to talk about that eventually.
Yeah. Okay.
But we're continuing.
We missed something. We missed a really awesome scene with the Punisher.
Oh yeah. I know. I want to get.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
So Punisher looks at Peter, and says, "Hey, when you're ready to get out of here, let me know. I have an idea."
Yeah.
And then it flips to Peter, and he's kind of walking out of the hospital, wearing like just everyday clothes. Right. Nobody's going to recognize him as Spider-Man or anything. And there's a crowd outside who's like been there to support Spider-Man, showing how much they love him, like cheering him on, hoping he pulls through from getting shot.
Yeah.
And and then they're like, "It's Spider-Man!" So they're like, "Oh crap! Did they know his identity now?"
Yeah.
And it looks up, and there's somebody in the window
wearing mask and gloves.
Yeah. And he's waving, and everybody's cheering. And then the camera cuts, and it's Punisher in the room. Oh yeah!
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, hey everybody, yeah, like talking to himself where no one could hear him, and that was so funny. That was so good.
I love their dynamic. I know they hyped it up, like Tom and John Berthrow both hyped it up and said like they have a big brother little brother relationship. I'm like, I hope you guys just do it right. And I love this. I love.
I would love to see more of it. I would love to see them collaborate more.
It.
I hope it's not, but if it is, I'm glad we got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it worked very well. Seeing them fight the Hulk, seeing them, just like bicker back and forth.
Yeah.
Very good. And that scene at the end was so just like, he's such a cool, like, Frank's a big teddy bear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like on the inside.
And that's every Punisher story I've ever read. Like, yes, he is the most epic, like crazy. I mean, blows everything up guy. But at his heart, like he's a good guy.
Yeah, yeah. And he's a dad, you know. But that never really got to be a dad. Yeah. So like,
I'm gonna cry.
No. Well, and like when he finds out Peter's a kid,
right?
He's like, kid. I don't know. It's kind of it's cute. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You are how I expected you to look, a young, good kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to talk about the Ned scene?
Yeah.
Okay, so you already explained it. So how do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it?
Okay, I don't like it.
You don't like it? You don't like?
I don't like it, and this is my biggest complaint about the movie.
Really? Okay.
This is my biggest complaint because it leaves you with more questions than answers.
Okay.
Okay, let me back up here. I like it, but I don't like it because we're probably going to have to wait another 5 years at least for another Spider-Man movie to know what's going to happen. Because it's been 5 years since No Way Home came out.
Right.
So we're going to have to wait a while for another Spider-Man to finally get answers. And that's why I don't like it. Because to like, what extent does Ned remember Peter? Does he just, and why is it that the handshake makes Peter remember? And how is it that this, that, or the other doesn't do it for MJ? What does Peter have to do? Is there like some secret code? Like what is it that makes people remember? And I think that's like my kind of frustration, and that we're not going to get answers for years.
Right. And I get it. To me, it does feel a little bit, now that you mentioned it, it feels a little bit like an easy way out.
Yeah.
But like, I don't want Peter to just never have anybody. You know what I mean? And I think like when it comes to I don't know. I mean, like, if you want to think about it from a memory point of view, like dementia people, as with my movie, they tend to remember there was an old lady who has dementia, could not walk, could not move, but someone played a song that was from her ballerina days, and she literally started mimicking the ballerina
wow.
movements. Like she remembered, like
Yeah.
it's like a natural thing. In again, dementia's so freaky. I don't understand, but I mean, you could link it to that.
You could.
Like that was their thing, right? The handshake was their thing. They did it all the time, and the fact that they just did it and it just like, maybe it's just maybe the spell, you know, like I want everyone to forget who I am, but that when you forget something, that doesn't mean you can't remember it again.
Right.
You know, I don't know. That's my theory. Right?
Yeah, and I'm not.
You just want him to be alone. You don't want him to have any friends.
That's right.
Just like me.
Kidding. Exactly. We're not even friends. But if we do a secret handshake after the show.
Yeah. Good episode, Clayton. Yeah. Yeah, we just did it. That's totally what that was.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me clapping like a loser over here in the corner.
But it's not that I want him to be alone. It's not that I want a new supporting cast, because that was another complaint that some people had, is that we should have just had a new supporting cast with like Gwen or Harry or something. I'm like, you don't need that for Tom Holland Spider-Man. I think this is the cast of characters they've established. Like, let's see them grow and progress. It's not that I want him to be alone. It's just like, if you're going to let Ned remember, then you need other things to like. You've got to explain that a little bit.
But don't forget too, MJ also was like, in the last scene, she's sitting on the roof, which was their spot,
right?
And she's playing with her Black Dahlia necklace.
But that doesn't mean she remembers,
right?
That because if she has all of her memories, just Peter's not in them, then she would have remembered going up there with Ned. So.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know. That's my biggest complaint. It's just the ending. We have more questions than we do answers.
Right.
If we were getting a Spider-Man movie next year, I'd be like, okay, I can wait next year to get answers about why Ned remembers with the handshake. Is MJ going to remember when Peter actually kisses her and it's not somebody controlling her? Like, what's going to trigger it for MJ? Or does MJ already remember? Or I don't know.
Right.
From a filmmaking perspective, I'm trying to get into your mind for this.
Yeah.
Like, great ending.
Right.
But as a comic book fan, as a Spider-Man fan, I hate it.
Okay. Do you just hate it because it's just like
it's too open-ended?
Right. But the thing from a film point of view, right?
Okay.
A film with an open ending allows you to not give up on it. Right? When you have a movie that ends and it's just over, it's easy to forget. Like, not saying like, okay, I don't know. Let's see.
But
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just like the Avengers, for say. Okay. I'm not saying that that's a forgettable film. I love the Avengers, the original movie.
We're just using it as an example.
You're right, but it kind of ends with not real. Like it just ends. I mean, you have your post credit scene, right? Which this one does too. But like, if you just watch the movie, they defeat Loki. He goes back to Asgard. We're the Avengers now. The Earth believes in us, and that's the end of the movie. You don't really there's nothing to hope for, right? Okay. There's nothing like, again, not counting the post-credit scenes. There's just like that was a good movie, right? But when you have an ending that has this cutoff, you're just like, I'm so ready for more, right? Like it's the thing of our brain. It's like the algorithm, the attention span, which is now currently 3 seconds, or like 0.3 seconds. Our attention span as human beings is very small thanks to TikTok. But it's that thing of like, it's the one thing that will keep you coming back, is that we're giving you this piece. Hold on to it, and we'll see you when we got the next one done. Hey, and at least this ending isn't like, oh, everyone forgot him. Like he's Spider-Man now. You know what I mean? Like that because that ending was like, oh my god. Or hey, everybody's dead.
Yeah.
Come back in a year and see what happens. Or don't forget this one. Like, oh, Miles is stuck on an alternate dimension that's not his home. Oh, I hope someone can come save him. Oh, the team's getting together and it's over. Like, you know what I mean? Like, like,
oh, I can't wait for part 3 in 20 years.
2027. Gosh, they said it's coming out in 24 or 25 or whatever.
Okay, I mean,
you know what I mean? But I think sorry, no,
you're fine,
again. But one last thing is that I think like it gives you hope. That's like, oh crap. Like, this could be fixable. Okay. Like, because at the end, the kind of ending is like, it's kind of like, this is Peter now. Like, he doesn't have Ned. He doesn't have MJ. He's alone. And then you're like, oh, well, he kind of does have Ned. Okay, cool. So, like, okay, cool. So, like, maybe... Because I had this little hope of, like, oh, well, she's letting him hang out with Ned and they're bonding really good. Well, what if they just kind of become friends again?
Right.
And it kind of grows from the beginning again. But at the same time, like, it gives you hope. Because it's like, I know that there is a chance that something good can happen again. And they could get back together. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I'm just
Your
50-50.
opinion's wrong. You're wrong. Just
always
accept that
am.
you like the movie and just admit that you're wrong. Okay.
I hate the movie and my opinion's right.
Spider-Man sucks. I like a CGI suit. You know, it wasn't Tobey Maguire in the Iron Spider suit with Mayday. I'm mad. There was no Venom in the movie. Like, sorry.
There was no the Jackal voiced by Keith David.
Yeah, and his voice in this was literally just a spider video on YouTube.
know.
Isn't that crazy?
I was like, there was so many theories surrounding that.
Yeah.
Like,
Who's Keith David? Oh, well, it's Spawn, duh.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Spawn. Like, they're gonna put Spawn in the movie.
It's literally just like a Spider-Man like History Channel documentary.
Yeah, he's literally like, he's fixing his web shooters or whatever, and he's playing a spider video, and it's showing a spider molting, and he's like, computer, turn that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just Keith David talking in the background of the video, which they get, I mean, you know, like,
Which I also listen to Keith David to put me to sleep every night.
he
Anyways,
puts me to sleep. Yeah,
You
Good
have
sponsor.
judged this.
Yeah,
You are judged by this world.
yeah. Hello. Yeah. Now, I'm trying to think if there's any other big scenes we've missed. We've talked about Yelena. We've talked about the MJ stuff. We've talked about. We did not talk about the hand fight.
Okay, at the end, yes.
Yes. Oh, we haven't really talked about his transformation either.
No.
His mutation. So we.
Oh yeah, with the scorpion scene.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. How did I forget that?
Yeah.
I knew I was forgetting something. That scene was awesome.
That was.
Dude, when he grabs him, like I loved it in the trailer, but when he freaking just starts beating the tar out of him.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. It's like, Matt Gargan, you're a I almost said so bad. Matt Gargan, you're a you know, so like it just him grabbing him and slamming him and stomping him and then finally grabbing his tail and slinging him into a police car. Elise went, Jesus. Like when he did that, she was like, oh my gosh. Like it was so cool. And then he rips the tail off. Was he about to stab him with it too?
It looked like it.
It looked like that was what was
And imagine that, but with like the black suit. Because
that's all I could imagine, honestly. I'll be straight up. I was like, this is what we could get. Yeah. Like, if y'all quit playing and Sony, you quit being snobs, this is what we could have. Yeah. I could be happier.
We could have a whole movie of just, Anyways, but seeing, again, this is Tom Holland's best performance of Spider-Man.
For sure.
Because when he sees, what snaps him out of that rage is seeing the cop hurt.
Yes.
And he's like, I need you to get to them. Just let me get to them.
Yeah.
And Captain DeWolf is like, no, you've done enough. You need to just go home and figure out whatever the heck is going on with you. And he's like, if I could just get to them. Yeah. And like that was like, oh man, Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, I feel for you right now.
But whenever he sees MJ kiss her boyfriend, he swings off, and he's already been having these problems, right? His wrists have been hurting. Yeah. You see him like rubbing his like where his web shooters are. Yeah. He's getting these bad headaches. Even DeWolf is like, hey, you need to take some time off. Like these headaches like won't just go away, you know. And she's like, oh no, he's like, no, it's fine. You see him taking Advil. Yeah. You see a lot of sponsors in this. There's a Little Caesars. There's always a guy bringing him a Little Caesars pizza. Yeah. There's Biro. Do you know what Biro is? It's Tom Holland's. So Tom Holland was an alcoholic. It's his non-alcoholic beer brand. Oh, okay. And he goes into a convenience store and there's Biro on the thing. I was like, oh, there's Biro. Huh? It's a little sneaky, whatever.
There's
but
also it's not Audi. Is it Alexis?
It's
the car.
Maybe I thought I want to say it's a BMW, but
it
might
be
wrong.
BMW.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but yeah, like he starts to have these like he starts passing out, and he's waking up outside in a cocoon, and he's like got natural web shooters that are just like shooting everywhere automatic. He can't turn them off, and Peter 2 had him. Peter 2 was cool. You're cool. You got this. And he's like slinging all over the place, getting pigeons on him while he's swinging. That's why he's saying when he's swinging MJ, he's like, web go, like web off, web on,
Yeah.
web off, whatever, right?
Which that reminded me of Toby's first scene.
Yeah.
In Shazam.
Yeah, Shazam!
Go web go.
Wait, what is it? It's like, go web,
Yeah.
fly, up and away web, Shazam! Yeah, I have that memorized too well, unfortunately. But yeah, so we're starting to get the like his senses are dialed to like 20.
Yeah.
Right. So he's like, I mean, he can just hear the sounds of a city, which they capture that really well.
Yeah.
Like you hear the drop. There's like a drop of water dripping that he hears. A taquitos bag like scratching on the roof,
Right.
which is really loud to like simulate the overwhelming of the city.
Right.
And they do that so well.
One question I have, one little nitpick there.
Yeah.
How does the suit pick up his sensories? His sensors. His sensors. His
like
senses. If I could speak.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
know he's got a new like AI.
Right,
Like he's
Eevee.
got a little Eevee. Which is okay. Like I don't love that, but I don't hate it.
I feel the same way.
I'm kind of like, I could do with it or without it.
Yeah.
Like it's not too present. It's not like Tony Stark level.
Right. I just chalked it up like they were trying to show that how smart Peter really is.
Right.
That he can make his own AI.
Right. Yeah. Which I'm okay with. I don't hate that. But yes, the suit can read his vitals.
It can read his vitals. That's fine, but like, you can't read somebody's senses.
Yeah.
It's a comic book movie. Am I being too nitpicky? Maybe, but it's just one of those things like, how does that work?
Well, also don't forget, like that's the reason why his eyes move, right? Because in Civil War, he says that the reason they do that is because his senses have been dialed up to 11, and he needs this to
Yes.
lock him back in.
Yeah,
Maybe that's I don't know.
maybe I don't know.
Or maybe it just senses that he's like he's overwhelmed
Yeah.
because of I don't know. Maybe it can do math or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
do math.
I could leave it. I could take it. I could leave it. Whatever.
ChatGPT and
Yeah, ChatGPT in the suit. Yeah. Well, Tom, what you're feeling is, or Peter, what you're feeling is very normal, and it's okay to feel those things. He's like, like trying to,
He's like, my spider hormones are like all over the place. What can I do to fix this? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Thanks for asking, Peter. It's very common.
That's a great question. A lot of you like don't be ashamed that you're having these issues. Like ChatGPT is always affirming before it gives you a solution.
Yeah.
I hate that. I just hate that. That's just me.
Just give me an answer.
Just tell me what I need to know. Tell me if I suck. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know. But I am a little disappointed
Okay.
that we didn't get Man Spider.
Yeah.
I would have liked to seen that. I know that's a little much. That might be a little much for this movie. I'm okay that we didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna damper my review at all for this film.
No.
I just it's like they were doing all the things for Man Spider, but they never let it get there.
Yeah, it's almost like they were too scared to in a way.
Yeah, they were too scared to. Well, I think they had mentioned that it's like, oh, well, that's too scary for kids, and we don't want to do that. But like, that would have been so.
Me and you over
awesome.
here literally rewatching the 90s.
Yeah, before we started this show, we were watching the 90s cartoon with his baby. That's
Yeah.
like, what, 2 months old?
Yeah, sure.
And freaking watching, I'm like, hey, put that Man Spider episode on. Like, she needs to go ahead and see this one. This was a good one. She'll like it, I promise. I loved it as a kid. And you were like, I hated it as a kid. I'm like, oh, we'll see what she thinks. She wasn't even looking. She just was like, yeah.
She's entertained by you.
She's enthralled by my finger, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're a baby. Hi. like.
But I will say, even though that we didn't get it, I do think they handled a lot of that stuff still really well, especially the fight with the hand.
Yes, yeah, which is what I was leading to, because the whole point of that fight is that he has to learn, I guess the whole point, which kind of feels similar to Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
It's like pick one. Either you want to be Peter or you want to be Spider-Man. And it's like is that a comic book thing? Because, for them to do it twice in 2 movies.
I feel like maybe, but I've always felt like in the comics, it's not you need to pick one.
Mm-hmm.
It's more like, how do I balance my responsibility as Peter Parker and my responsibility as Spider-Man? Not be one or the other.
Well, and also it's very present in the comics that when he's strong.
Yeah.
And he pulls his punches.
Yeah.
So like seeing him fight Gargan, right? And like Scorpion and going full out, like he's capable of that.
Yeah.
He doesn't need arachnid like over arachnid genes to make him that strong. He's already capable of that.
Yeah.
It's just he has control.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, like, because when he fights the Hand, both of his web shooters gets broken, and he gets his mask taken off, and he just learns how to be Spider-Man. And he's shooting webs, and he's from his wrists, and he's maintained perfect synergy in his balance. But then after that, it's kind of like he just figures it out. There's really no, because he makes this little DNA chip thing that balances his senses. And he puts that in the back of his neck, and he also has to turn his goggles off, which is what we mentioned earlier, where we can see his eyes, in order for those to not interact. So, I don't know. I there's really no answer. It's kind of just like,
it just dawned on me. Like, I can be both.
Right. That was kind of the whole point, and it's like, which is, that's something I didn't like. I would have liked it to either continue to be a problem, or like it grew into something, I don't know, like, or it grows into the man spider.
You and me are on the same wavelength so much, because I literally wanted to bring up on the show, and we just haven't had the chance to. And that I wanted to say that Spider-Man 2 handles the conflict of Peter better, in my opinion.
I think so too, because the whole point in that movie is that Peter wants to be normal. And he doesn't want to be Spider-Man, and he starts losing his powers because he wants to be normal. But then the second MJ's in danger, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to help her." And then,
that's why Spider-Man 2 is my favorite Spider-Man movie. Into the Spider-Verse is my second, and then, as I said earlier, No Way Home, and then this one. I just think Spider-Man 2 handles this conflict better.
I don't know how I would rank mine personally.
Okay.
I really. My thing is like my ranking is very it fluctuates. Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire are definitely in the top 3. Yeah. Right? I want to put Spider-Man 3 in there just a little bit because like that was so nostalgic, but that I'm basing that on nostalgia. I like No Way Home. I don't hate it at all, but at the time, like I mentioned this earlier on the phone, is at the time when that was coming out, I was very annoyed with how all these movies were bringing back the old actors for nostalgia bait, right? And like Spider-Man did it, and I was happy. Like I cheered when Andrew came on the screen. I was like, yeah, I was freaking out. And the same with Toby. But like in the end, it's like it still did the thing that I was like, they did the thing where they're bringing all the actors back. And and also like another pet peeve with No Way Home is like I don't feel like we got to see. I keep forgetting that like Spider-Man fought Green Goblin. Yeah. Because like to me that's Toby's Green Goblin. That's not this. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's my only complaints is that. Like, is this better than No Way Home? For me, yes. Okay. I think because of the suit, because of the action sequence, the swinging sequences, like this felt like it was new, and everything I was taking in was like fresh. Okay. And No Way Home was a lot of like, oh, this makes me. This reminds like, oh, Doc Ock. That reminds me, Green Goblin. That's making me feel. So this just feels new.
It does.
Also, fun fact about No Way Home. I don't know if I've ever told you this. I worked with a guy on a VFX shoot who worked on the film. He worked on the Daredevil scene catching the brick. It was originally supposed to be a snow globe. Fun fact. That's why his hand is circular. But they were like, a snow globe wouldn't break through a window, so they turned it to a brick. I know the guy who turned it into a brick. And the same guy also worked on. There's like a shot where it's like on a video screen and someone throws green paint on his suit. Oh yeah. He was on the team editing the green dripping down from the suit, which that was being passed on from person to person. And he was like, please don't give it to me. And they ended up doing it anyway. Oh. And he knew about all 3 Spider-Men because they had sent him a picture with 3 blurred out things. And they said, can you do a web to each of these? So, he told me that I didn't know him when he was working on the film. Yeah. But that's just a cool little fun fact.
That is cool.
I don't know, but I think this is better than No Way Home. Is it better than Spider-Man 1 or Spider-Man 2? I don't know. I want to say it's top 2. Okay. But I don't know.
Which would you put as number 1?
I don't know. I love Spider-Man 1 and 2. Like they're both great. Like both of them are just fantastic films. I don't know. This would at least I'm going to I don't know.
Where would you put Into the Spider-Verse? Or did you like Across the Spider-Verse better?
I liked Across better.
Okay.
It felt more big, and like the spot felt more threatening, and like I liked Into the Spider-Verse, but I'm a little sleepy with origin stories. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So Across the Spider-Verse just got right into it and did all the stuff right from the get-go.
I think Into the Spider-Verse is better because I like the message of the movie better.
I like the
And I consider that to be Stan Lee's last cameo. And what better like last cameo for that to be is like anybody can be a hero. You've just got to have the courage to do the right thing.
right.
And that's Spider-Man.
Well, Stanley's actual last cameo was Venom Let There Be Carnage because he's in a magazine in the store.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, Al Ewing wrote that movie, so I stay away. He did actually, but
I know he didn't. I probably would have hated it even more than I did already. I'd be like, oh, that's why it sucks. Okay, cool. But then all the symbiotes would be different people, and they would not look like symbiotes, and then it just wouldn't even be a Venom. It'd be a Venom movie, it'd be a movie called Venom that has nothing to do with the comic book, just like the actual book.
Okay, so rate this movie from 0 is dog water, Ultimate Spider-Man 2024.
Yeah. Okay.
And then 10 is the best movie. Let's say best movie you've seen all year.
Okay. Can we do an additional thing on top of that?
Okay.
So on my movie podcast that I have, when we rate movies, I'm gonna steal it because I came up with this idea, so I'm allowed to steal my own idea. We give it like 1 out of 10. This.
Okay.
So if it's like I give this 10 out of 10 web shooters,
Okay.
or something, right? And like we try to get as clever as we can with it, and to do like very specific. I can't like for an example, one we did was like I can't think
You're
of a
on
good
the
one.
spot now,
Yeah.
so you won't be able to think of
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, so we got to do that too.
Okay.
So
okay.
we're gonna steal that from my other show.
Or we could just do Beyond the Pool list on the pool list on the pool list.
This movie is on the pool. It's beyond it. I already bought popcorn buckets. I can't wait for it to come out on DVD. I'm gonna buy all the. I actually haven't bought any figures from this movie because the Marvel Legends looks like doo-doo water. It looks so bad. And when the joints rub, it actually takes the blue off, which sucks.
Does it
So
really?
I'm thinking about getting one of the higher, fancier versions. Like they have I think like a Mafex, or it's like a SH Fig Arts figure. It looks a lot better. Okay. Or the Blockies. The Blockies. Do you know what those are?
Yeah.
The No Way Home one, or not No Way Home. The Brand New Day one looks really good.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I will say this is the best live action Spider-Man suit too.
Oh
I'll
my
agree with
gosh,
you on that
for
one.
sure. It's so beautiful. And I love the web shooters. Oh, speaking of, they actually added the suit in the game, in the Spider-Man 2 video game. I don't like it. They messed it up. The colors are off.
Are they?
The red is too orange, which someone keeps doing it. I don't know who works at Insomniac, but someone is like slightly colorblind. And they did it with the first one because like the first suit in the first game was like, that's a little orange. It's like it's red, but like if you look at it like under a light, you're like, that's a little orange. The main suit for the second game is red, and they got that color good. But then when they did this one, it was orange, and I was like, who is doing this? Can we like get the, whatever. Anyway, do you want to rate this first, or do you want me to rate this first? Because we still have one more thing to talk about regarding this film.
What do we have to talk about?
Post-credit scene.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that first.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
So, very, very basic post-credit scene. I'm not mad about it. I think it's okay.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
not the best in credit scene. But...
It's not, yeah. It is, we see the Spidey tracker, and we see that it's showing that Spider-Man is not being found on the Spidey tracker. And the Spider tracker zooms out, and we see planet Earth, and it zooms out, and then it shies away from planet Earth, passing the moon, and we see a random spot in space where it says, Spider-Man detected. And Spider-Man is off-world. And that is the post-credit scene. Okay. And then then it says Spider-Man will return.
Yes.
So that's nice. So we're guaranteed another Spider-Man thing. This is either Doomsday, or it's either Secret Wars, or it's something.
Somebody has said it's going to be the Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Interesting.
That was not been confirmed.
Right.
Just some rumors I saw online.
That could be another rumor. What do you think it is?
I would like to lean more towards it's Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Only because this isn't the first time Sony has linked their movies to Spider-Verse. Was it Venom that had a post-credit scene that was Into the Spider-Verse?
So in Across the Spider-Verse, there were multiple Spider-Man realities. There was one where the Spot goes into the Venom universe and he talks to Mrs. Chen in the department store.
Yeah, but there's an end credit scene to one movie, and it's the scene with Miles.
Oh, that was Venom.
Okay.
I think that was just to advertise Spider-Verse.
Okay,
I don't
you
think
don't
that.
think it was
Yeah,
that?
I think it was just like we don't have a post-credit scene. Here's the next thing we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to see it be Beyond the Spider-Verse. I think it has more to do with Secret Wars. I don't think I really don't think Spider-Man's going to show up in Doomsday. Just personally,
Yeah.
I think they will probably recreate the Secret Wars 8 scene in Secret Wars. I think they will. I mean, that is the perfect opportunity.
Right.
I will either eat my words or prove myself right. I mean, hey. Right now, I'm 1-0 because all I asked for an entire year after Infinity War was for Cap to pick up Thor's hammer. I told you that over and over and over again, and it happened.
Yeah.
So we're 1-0 right now.
1-0,
So
yeah. I also think it's Secret Wars.
Okay.
It could be Doomsday. Again, I don't. There's not enough out for that movie to insinuate that, and they've not talked about Spider-Man. I don't see why they would have this big Avengers thing going on in Well, I guess I could see because Spider-Man's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He helps
Right.
the little guy, but I definitely think it's Secret Wars. I did show you an interview before we started recording today. There was a interview for the Brand New Day press tour with Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal, both of them talking about just their work together. And you mentioned this. You said it seems like they don't like being in the same room together, and I was like, yeah, it really doesn't.
Yeah.
Because they're having to share Spider-Man already, and Amy's like, Marvel's making the movies, but Amy's getting paid. You know what I mean?
Right,
So it's
right.
kind of like whatever. But
it's like divorced parents.
yeah, it is divorced parents, which sucks. But the interviewer says, I would love to see Venom and Spider-Man actually interact. Like that's a big dream of mine. Do you think that's possible? And they kind of just don't say anything, and they're like, well, anything is possible. Like
There's always hope.
There's always hope. Yeah. Do you think we just say that there's no hope? And then Kevin Feige goes, yeah, there's no hope. And in my head, I'm like, God, you guys suck, man. Just do it. Just quit being jerks. Just make a contract. Like, let Amy get paid. I don't give a crap. I mean, but they did announce that they are doing a Venom animated project. So side thing.
Wow, that's so exciting.
Oh yeah, I'd rather have him in the movie. But
but
if he does not get I'm again the whole time we've been talking about this, they've done all the Venom rumors for this movie, and Zenday's going to be in it, and like Zendaya's wearing a black T-shirt. Oh my gosh, like there's going to be Venom in it.
Yeah.
I've never believed it, but I will say if he does not get that black suit in Secret Wars, I will be upset. I will be very mad.
it is the biggest missed opportunity.
That will be the biggest you just shot yourself in the foot, because that's the one thing everybody's going to want to see.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's been asking.
And he's off world, so if you want him to get the suit, that's the way to do it.
Because Secret Wars is all the universes have been collided into one battle world, and that Doom rules over.
I thought all the heroes were teleported off of Earth.
That's
or
the
off of everywhere.
original Secret Wars.
That's what I'm thinking of. My bad. Yeah.
So, but Kevin Feige's come out and said that it is based off of Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars from 2015, where every universe is put
merged into one world.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well,
like
that's
Doctor
cool.
Strange is Doom's servant.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, the castle is made out of Galactus's head.
That's cool.
Or it might be, I don't know. I'll have to revisit it.
Right.
Maybe coming up in the retro review eventually.
That might be something to do in a retro review. Yeah, because I've not read that second
Really?
Secret Wars. I read the original,
I think
not
we
the
talked
second.
about that.
Yeah. Because I have my Secret Wars number 8. I actually have that book.
So
That'd be nice for that to go up in price. Can y'all do it, please? I'll really never get rid of it then.
yeah. So I think it's more Secret Wars than Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Mm-hmm.
I would like it. I think I lean more towards. I think I would really like it to see Beyond the Spider-Verse because originally the Into the Spider-Verse it was supposed to be about Tobey and Andrew's Spider-Man, but they just couldn't get things to be agreed upon.
Interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah.
The Spider-Man who dies was supposed to be Andrews.
Ooh.
And not the lazy, but the jaded
lazy,
Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Toby. Yeah.
But they just couldn't get
Yeah.
things rolling like they wanted to.
I get it. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think I would rather it be Secret Wars.
I would also rather it has to be Secret Wars.
has to be.
Which that's the thing, because
But 2 years from now.
that's gonna be
It's next year. It's next year.
Is it next
Because Doomsday is this year. And then 2028 is their next phase.
They did say that they're the Russo brothers did say that they are very close to start filming Secret Wars.
Yes.
And they said that it is literally making them sweat. Like, it's stressing them. Like, they're like, it's the turnaround time for this is crazy.
Yeah.
Which is like, don't do that. Don't mess this up, Marvel. Come
Yeah.
on. This is your last shot. You better make it count. Better give us that black suit.
Even
man.
though they have plans till 2042.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's crazy. Yeah, they're already planning their reboot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But anyways, this has been Spider-Man Brand New Day. Anything else you want to say?
We got to review it. We got to rate it.
Oh, yes. We got to rate it.
What do you want to rate this first?
Okay. I will say 9 out of 10. Nine out of 10 Punisher bullets.
9 out of 10 Punisher bullets. Okay. I give Spider-Man Brand New Day. Why do you give it a 9 out of 10? Why not a 10 out of 10?
Because it's beautifully shot, great story, feels like a comic book. I mean, the most natural. Like, this is why this character's showing up, not just cameo. What I knock it down for is the ending. Still a little too open-ended for me.
Yeah.
I also knock it down just a little bit. My biggest problems is just nitpicks and things we've mentioned throughout this episode. The thing with the AI, okay, no big deal. The sensory, they're nitpicks, but they're enough nitpicks to knock it down just 1 point for me.
Right.
And I'm trying to think what else that I mean, it's nothing like, oh, this story, it just really took away from the story. I'd say 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10. I think I will also give it a 9 out of 10. I give it 9 Spidey toes in Yelena's office out of 10. I think it was very good. Was it perfect? No. I do think there were a lot of moments where I was like, man, this just doesn't feel like Spider-Man anymore. Yeah. And I really wish Marvel would, like, I wish them and Sony would figure something out, because it just, like, Sony is very corporate, and it's very clear that they're very corporate, especially in their movie department. And I really, really, really wish that they would just make things work out for the sake of making it work out. Yeah. Like, them not wanting to do Venom in the MCU is stupid. Just figure something out. Actually sit down and talk about it.
Right.
But they just want money. It's all they care about. But I think that this movie being like, we have to have this character in it. Like, I loved Hulk scenes.
Yes.
I wish it was Dr. Connors. Just a little bit, like, part of me was just like that felt like a miss, like, if it,
sure,
every Spider-Man movie feels like it's a Spider-Man movie with, like, other characters in it, right? Yeah. Like, Iron Man 1 and 2 and 3 were Iron Man 1, 2, and 3.
Right.
They didn't really talk about the Avengers very much. They didn't show, like, oh, look, there's Hawkeye. He comes by, or, like Nick Fury does, but that's kind of, he started with Iron Man, so he kind of felt like an Iron Man character. But you know what I mean? I don't know. I want to watch a Spider-Man film where it's like, this feels like a Spider-Man film.
Yeah.
Now, I don't hate Yelena being in it. I don't hate Punisher being in it. I don't hate Hulk being in it. I just think Jean Grey's character just felt really off for what we should have got for a Spider-Man film.
I think that I agree with you. I think that's another reason why I knocked it down, is because it felt like when Jean entered, when it was revealed to be Jean, it's like, okay, this is no longer about Spider-Man. This is now
about X-Men.
We're now introduced X-Men. And then I also knock it down, and you'll probably agree with this, is the whole conflict at the end, where like, oh, I've just figured it out. I can be both. I can be Spider-Man and Peter. Yeah. So I knock it down for that too.
Those are my two big gripes. But overall, the best looking shot Spider-Man film, my big dream in filmmaking is to make a Spider-Man film, and this film did a lot of the things that I really want to do.
Yeah.
Cover recreations, those cloudy, like, hey, let's see Spider-Man on a rainy day fighting crime where it's like kind of dark, and I don't know, I love that kind of vibe. But anyway, like that, and just like I want to see things I haven't seen, and this movie showed me a lot of things that I haven't seen. Spider-Man and Hulk fighting. Yeah. Never thought I'd see that in a movie.
Nope.
Him and Punisher, and just the funny moments with that, the comic covers, right? All those covers that they recreated look phenomenal. Yeah. And even those deep emotional moments with Peter and MJ, where it's like, I don't love you, that hurt, but I loved it because it's like that's unfortunately kind of what happens, Yeah. But yeah, 9 out of 10 for me. This was a fantastic movie.
I have one that you can use on Real Takes.
Okay.
9 out of 10 small potatoes.
That's a good one. Oh, that's so good. I might actually use that on Real Takes. I might actually use that. They don't listen to this, so they won't know. I'm a 9 out of 10 small potatoes. I forgot. Is this a big potato or is this a small potato?
Because that is what the new Avengers are all
Yeah,
about.
New Avengers do the big potatoes and, Spider-Man more small potato. That's great. I'm using that. I have to use that now.
That's right.
Oh, that's great. But yeah, so this has been Beyond the Pull List. This has been our Spider-Man Brand New Day review. We do have some exciting episodes coming up that we're planning on. We're working on some retro reviews, so we're going to get that going really soon. We also are going to still do our Spider Noir review. I'm still working. That's on me. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm very it's been crazy.
He is busy, but we appreciate all the work you do.
And then finally, we've got some new books coming out. Absolute Batman 23. 22?
Yes, 23.
23 is coming out very soon. Queen in Black just started, so I'm gonna have to.
Aren't you loving that?
I have to read Null still, so I'm gonna try to do that. Cause is that a weekly book? I think Queen in Black's weekly. But issue 2 comes out this week.
It might be because I think
crazy.
it ends in September, and we're in August now.
Bye, bye, bye.
Oh man, I'm just so happy.
Yeah, so we're gonna review that. We're gonna review, I don't know if you've got any more Transformers stuff, crazy stuff coming out.
That week will be Absolute Batman, Transformers, and Dork.
Oh wow! So we're gonna have so Absolute Batman, Dork, Transformers, Queen in Black, a quick Null review. So we're gonna have the next current stuff episode we have. We're gonna talk about all that stuff.
That might be a week we'll have to figure out because you are going out of town that day.
Yes, actually, I'm glad you mentioned that. So funny enough, the day that those books come out, I am going to Chattanooga to the same comic book store that Clayton went to, the really cool one,
Infinity Flux.
Infinity Flux. Because my girlfriend and I are going to go to the where is it?
The aquarium.
The aquarium and the IMAX theater that actually I forgot. I was like, what is it called?
It's bad that I know your itinerary.
I keep wanting to say. You're like, okay, and yeah. You're like, I'm not coming with you, Paul. You're gonna be in the trunk.
I said I wasn't coming.
I keep wanting to call it 4D because I'm not used to having. I'm not used to talking about IMAX because I've never had one before.
Right.
But we're gonna go see the IMAX down there because they actually have an IMAX projector. We're gonna go watch the Odyssey, so I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
It's like 11 miles of film. Like it's 11 miles long. It's huge. Like the film reel is really long.
That's more than I've ever walked in my life.
It weighs like 800 pounds. Dang. 11 pounds. What is that like? Is that what a kilometer is? I don't really know. Like, is that like?
Get out of here, we're American.
I'm gonna get your girlfriend coming here and be or girlfriend. What am I talking about? Your wife?
My what?
No comment.
Turn it off.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. My name is Paul.
My name's Clayton.
And you've been listening to Beyond the Pull List. We'll see you next time.